Absolutely.
That's it.
All right. Usually, I'm Carlos Pesantez. Some of you probably don't know me.
Sure you do.
Yeah, you do.
Who is
But
that?
maybe, who doesn't know me?
Who's that? What do you mean? Why are you raising your hand like
Why
that?
are you raising your hand?
Put your hands down. You all move.
But anyway,
I'm messing with you. I am messing with you. Smile. There you go. Okay? It's what I do.
good
Okay?
job.
I'm messing with people.
I'm Carlos Pesantez. I work in Wesley Chapel. I've been with Grandmaster Singh for 20 years. And we had the 20 years anniversary, was supposed to be in February, things happened, but we had it a couple of weeks ago at a new location. Many of you guys don't know this, but I'm his first black belt master from Grandmaster Singh. The reason is, I started as a white belt. Most of the students, they come as a blue belt, a red belt, green belt, but I started as a white belt. So that's the reason. With that, I learned a lot from Master Singh, Grandmaster Singh. So whatever I want to tell you is because Grandmaster Singh learns from Grandmaster Julie. So it's a chain of commands that we have. So you know what I'm going to say today, but at the same time, they want me to do this, have to run a Dojhang from the morning to opening with the closing. And I would like to, not just me talking, I want to know your ideas, your input. How do you open your Dojhang? Or who opens the Dojhang in your location? Raise your hand or stand up, or who opens this Dojhang in the morning? Nobody? How do you work?
Master Shannon is probably.
So,
Grandmaster Lee, sir. Grandmaster Lee.
so Grandmaster Lee, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what Grandmaster Lee does in the morning?
Yes, sir.
Because he has to tell you, right? What happened in his business. How do you do it? I learned from Grandmaster Singh. So the first thing that he says to me is, make sure you put the light on, the open sign, that we are open. Second, make sure that you have to know all the regulations from your town to put any signs outside, any advertising outside. So you have to know that. So that's part of the management that you have to, or he has to know, everybody has to know to do that. So we have, sometimes I open the Dojhang in the morning. So I put the light on, I take the A sign, and I put it outside on the street. Put some safety cones around, because our new location is oval. So that's the first thing. And then I walk inside, make sure all the garbage is empty, the floor is clean. I go to the bathrooms, make sure the Dojhang is vacuumed and it smells good. And I have some tapes, stripes for the belts. I make sure that's just for opening, okay? So when the instructors come after, they have also responsibilities. So their responsibility is to make sure that they check we have 2 vans and a minibus. So they gotta make sure that they have gas, they check the oil, and I do that with them. The first time, second time, third time, and after that it's their responsibility to check those vans. Make sure that they have, everything is ready. Sometimes we have the attendance card. You still have that, right? The Dojhangs have the attendance card.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think that's a great tool because you have the cards and you can see exactly where the student is at, how many classes has. Sometimes they have complaints that my kid is not learning anything. So they take the card and say, okay, well, he came on Monday and it's been 2 weeks he's not in here. So that tells you he's not coming. So, but that's maybe, you know. So those things is important to know. And you have the stripes, how many stripes that kid has. So it's everything is in order for you to see that. So those attendance cards have been put away and in order. Also, I tell my instructors, if you're gonna get sick, if you're sick or you want to take a day off, you have to cover that shift. You have to find somebody to cover that shift. And that's one of the responsibilities that I tell them. I can get it, but I want to give it to them something to think about it so he can be responsible for his position. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. So I have to manage that situation. Do you guys do that? I want to have just an open conversation to see what you guys doing. So what are you guys doing when you get here? Who is here from another Dojhang? Yes. Who is an instructor? Raise your hand. So what do you guys, tell me what you do when you come in.
Turn on lights, turn on the AC, turn on open sun,
Okay.
take out all the trash, vacuum clean,
Okay.
make sure everything's ready for the day.
Right. Like we have these seminars, right? And you can teach very well, but if you get in the Dojhang, it doesn't smell good, right? Or we had a situation also a long time ago. He says, I want to enroll my kid, but let me check the bathrooms first. She went to the bathroom, she came back and says, thank you very much. So it wasn't at her standards. So everything has to be clean. That's the main thing. The trophies has to be clean. So those are the things that are very important for you, Dojhang. You see those guys that have a little clicker and the thing goes? I have babies here. The old-fashioned way. Also, when you have to opt for the instructors, right? For me, I have to balance my energy, and it should be for all the instructors. How do you balance your energy for the day? Some of the students, some of the instructors, first class, second class, they're all pumped up. Comes to the last class, it's like this. Let's go. Or it's not no energy at all. So one of the things you have to do, you have to maintain your energy for the whole day. You can divide yours by quarters or just by classes, and you have to have a game plan. Okay. For that class. So what is the front desk here? Who is in the front desk? You? So what do you do when you come to the front desk? What is the first thing that you do?
At the front desk, sir, where the people coming in?
No, when you come in the morning. You come in the morning.
Afternoon.
Oh, in the afternoon.
Afternoon, just prepare for a day, like unloading stuff on the Facebook for announcements or attendance card, changing attendance card, whoever tested.
Who cleans the front desk?
So Sorry.
Who cleans the front desk?
Mr. Cody and I,
Okay, so you make sure that it's neat, right?
sometimes, sir.
Okay. So it's the same thing. That's the first thing when people comes in. They need to make sure that it's. Sometimes they eat in front of and on the front desk, and they leave stuff on the side. So all those things you have to be careful when people comes in and out to see. So it's very important that it's clean and it's dust. And anything that is left from the night before, it has to be finished that day. So you catch up with the thing. Do you catch up with the appointments, right?
Yes, sir.
And you prospect, somebody called in for the appointments,
Yes, sir.
right? And we do retention calls. So, so I don't know if you guys do that.
Absence call, yes, sir.
Yeah, so you got that, okay. And you make sure that you have merchandise out there. That's part of the front.
Yes, sir.
Now let's say, how do you promote this would becomes a little more that for the manager, right? How do you do advertising? How do you advertise your school?
Handing out flyers, yes, sir.
Flyers, how do you do that?
So put the flyer into houses and then.
So you have the same thing, you have to know the regulations, right? You cannot just put it in the mailbox.
Not maybe a side, like a side way,
Yes, sir.
the outside of the.
For us,
The
at least-
newspaper.
For us at least, we can't put them in the newspaper or inside, but we can still put it and attach it to the flag.
Okay,
So we affix it to the flag.
all right. So what we do is also, we have the mailing list and you put by zip code. And then it gets in your mail, and every week or once a month, I believe. And then you open the envelope and it's sold out. You're advertising there. So we go, but like Charlotte location has the zip codes, and we send about for them all that neighborhood, and the same thing for Wesley Chapel. Let's say you have an event. You have an event. We usually, as a manager, let's say, you have to say, okay, now I'm going to do an event that is blood testing. So that has to be done like 3 months, not even blood, let's say you have a festival. So the festival has to be done 3 or 4 months before is the event. So that's, you have to be prepared, proactive for all the events. 3 months, 4 months in advance. And the moment that before you finish class for the school year, before 2 months before the finish class, we are advertising for summer camp. And a month before summer camp is over, we start advertising for regular after schools. I know that you don't have after schools, but that's what we do. It's like 3 months. Master Julie, we're going to finish this camp, and probably the next 3 or 4 days, we will get for the next year. Right? That's what happened last year. We finished camp, and Grandmaster Julie was already preparing for this time. So he has a year in advance to prepare. So that's why I think Wesley location is advancing to be better every time, because we see this happens. You know, if you do like every time, or someone says, I'm going to put a Dojhang, but he doesn't know where he's going to advertise, where he's going to put the zip codes to get people in. So it's going to take a year, maybe 2 years, for them to realize, how come I'm not getting this? I'm too late for this. So they have to be smart, they have to have experience, you can say. So when you make a mistake, you learn and say, okay, next day I have to do this 3 or 4 months before. So very important. So what kind of events we have, or what kind of events you guys have? Do you have events, right?
So,
Can you tell me some of them?
yeah, so we just had the fall Hamadan leadership.
Okay.
So we were announcing to students for a couple months and practicing during the class. We knew what they were able to do, and made it really big because, you know, we used to do, you had to do 2 things, kumse, sparring, kumse, you know, breaking, things like that, but not anybody could do it, so that was like our main selling point. So on the floor, we had to practice always in the class, make sure people were really hyped, but then the office would be the signing people up.
Right.
And we would be
So it's
handing out
teamwork.
flowers. Yes, sir.
There's a lot of teamwork, especially the front desk with the people that comes in, with the new student, the new intro that comes in. They have to tell us a day before, or could be the same afternoon, right? It says, this kid is coming, brothers are coming together. Make sure you, not make sure, but so she tells it's coming, it's an intro coming, so you have to have a set place for them to come in and be comfortable when they come to class. And you have to have help. You need to have help. You need another instructor for that. So you got to be prepared. And the front desk has to tell you that. And the front desk has to communicate and say, listen, I have here Steve. He's going to be taking class. So at the end of the class, the instructor or myself would take the student, talk to the student, and go to the front desk and say, listen, I talked to them, and usually it happens to say they are ready to enroll, right? And they said, yeah, I'm ready, I like it, because I want to have 100% enrollment. And that's my goal, 100% enrollment. A kid comes in, and I have instructor 1,000. Says, we got to make this work. How do you make it work? I have my tools. I don't know how you guys doing your interest. I know that you have a system to do it also. And what I do is I'll bring that kid, and I don't even tell them to bow. Just come in. Some of them are shy. Some of them just, you know, a little too hyper. So I just come in. This is your spot. And then I'll explain it to them, everything about the flags, Korean flag. And then we bow. And then I go in front, bow to the instructors. Not as instructor, to help them. Right? And then I bring him up front. And then I said, you want to meet your family? And it's not that the parents are there. And then I ask him questions. What's your name? What do you like to do? What's your favorite color? What is your favorite food? You know? And a little fun, so he can get comfortable. And the student knows, and my instructor knows what I do. And I said, listen, you're going to break this board today. And he said, no, I'm not. He says, you'll be able to break that board. And you joke around a little bit also. He says, instructor does, make sure you take a piece of that door, got it, bring it to me, and you bring it, break that door. No, I don't want to do that, you know? So he said, you will do it. And I said, you're going to go with instructor down in the back, and he's going to teach you front kick. So, and then he does that, and then I do class. At the end of the class, he's the last person to finish the class, breaks the board, he's happy. Mom is like, everybody's clapping. Talk to the kids, it's kind of like, oh, I love this, you know? Because it's all pumped up at that moment. And says, you want to grow, right? Yeah, I'm ready, Mom, I'm ready. That's 100% right. Okay, so that's one of the things that I like to do. But enrollment, what is the most important thing in the business of taekwondo, of martial arts? What is the main thing? You guys know? Enrollment and retention. That's how to run this business. It's two things. How do you enroll them? Advertising. What is the best advertising? Nobody?
Word of mouth.
You know it. Word of mouth, right? You teach a great class, guess what? You said, you know something? That Dojhang over there, awesome. You have to try that. You take the kids, we have a few kids, they brought about 5 of them. Harper and Englemans, you know, and they bring kids, just as a kid. You know, and it's like, so it's all about how you teach. How do you teach class? How do you make them involved in your program? I'm not very strict, but I'm firm. And I make the class comfortable. And that's what the parents want, right? Grandmaster Singh, he said, I'm going to meet you outside first before you come in, you know? And then he would be okay. That was a long time ago. But now you have to take care of it. You have to be gentle. You got to be hard on yourself, but you got to be smart about it. Okay? Patience, very important. So those things are fundamental to run an effective Dojhang. Now it's with we have social media, you have Facebook, and all that good is to get people in. You have demo team to bring people. You have to be involved with the schools around your area. And you have to introduce yourself to them. Sometimes I go and pick up the kids. I have boards there. And some of the kids, you know, some of the parents or teachers, they come and say, oh, can I break that board? We can do an event for you here. Oh yeah, you can do that? Yeah, we can do that. So it's all about how do you present yourself. I always tell my instructors, make sure when you drive the van, you have your Dojhang. You identify your school. So little things are very important. So raise your hand who are our instructors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You guys, okay. So we have do's and don'ts. What are the most important thing for you before you enter to the Dojhang as an instructor?
Don't make a fool of yourself.
What?
Don't make a fool of yourself.
Okay, how do you do that?
I wouldn't know.
Okay. First of all, use the restroom, blow your nose. You gotta be ready. Little things, right? Because all of a sudden you're gonna be, oh, I'll be right back, and you leave the Dojhang, right? So you have to prepare yourself before you enter the Dojhang. You have to leave that ego outside of the school. So I'm an instructor. You know, you gotta be humble about it. Stay in class all the time. Very important. Keep your eyes on all the students. Be friendly. Bring the inner smile. Respect, respect, respect. Loud and clear in class. Those are all the good things for an instructor. Rest well. Stay energized. You have a routine. Stay in that routine. Update yourself. That's why we have these camps, so you can update yourself. Train regularly. So like Grandmaster Vincent says, you come in, do your pumses, do your kicks, prepare yourself. Teach logically. Don't say, okay, you have to do this. You have to be logical while you teach realistic challenges. If you don't know something, ask your senior instructor. Recognize your strengths and recognize your weaknesses. So that's the do's or to be an instructor. What are the don'ts? And to do also, do correct with your hands, not with your feet. Okay? So what are the don'ts? Do you know what the don'ts? Anybody? Stroke the doubts. Now you can talk.
Don't be late.
Don't be late. Don't? Anybody?
Don't have a bad attitude.
Don't have a bad attitude? Okay. Don't talk unnecessarily. Don't smoke. Don't drink. Don't be loud outside the class. So you're teaching here, and there's a big commotion in the back. Okay? Don't be confused. Don't be lazy in class. Don't force the student to do something. Don't blame somebody else. I didn't do it, he did it. No back talking. Right? Very important. Because now this society is very different. You know? All the time says, you do it? What I have to do this? You know? Don't point fingers. You told me to do that. You did it. Same thing. You correct it. You kick me, so I say, keep standing. No horse playing. Don't be your own legend. I'm the best. Okay. So those are the do's and don'ts of an instructor. Any questions? So that's during the day. There's a lot of stuff that we do during the day. So for the events, you have the whole year to do things. But that's, what about for closing? How do you guys close the door, Jan? You just with a key and go?
We make sure everything's put away, sir. All the floors are nice, check the trash cans, check the bathrooms.
Right?
Make sure there are no surprises left behind.
Right? Very good. What about you guys?
Clean up the area, everything up.
Make sure the back door is more.
Make sure, oh, okay.
Yeah. Ground floor.
Make sure the AC is spare.
Do you tell your front desk that you have a problem with some issues and, communication, right? You gotta communicate what kids need extra help also. So there's always the front desk the instructors, the manager, you have to be all on the same page. You gotta bring the stuff that you took in the morning, you gotta bring it inside. Sometimes I have to do it myself when it's already 9:30 and I go outside and say, okay, let's go, and everything is outside. So it happens. So we have to be sure that everything is put inside. And what about the front desk?
You know, the desk.
Right? Be ready for the next day, right? What else? Do you have another person that comes the next day, or are you the only person?
With the phone desk, yes, there's a one lady helping me.
Okay. So you have to have notes for her, right?
Yes, sir.
Because we have a notebook and we write everything. So the next day, this person comes, or this second person comes, and she says, okay, I finished that, you have to catch up on this, you do this, make sure you call this person. So it's in a notebook.
I send a text.
Right. You gotta put items that come in emails and send it out and all that stuff, right? Any questions?
So do you, you are the main instructor in Western Dojhang?
Yes.
So do you involve any enrollment and any like management stuff too?
I run and manage the Western chapter. If it's something that I cannot answer, I go to Mrs. Singh. Mrs. Singh is the owner of the place, and Master Singh. So Mrs. Singh is the director, we can say.
So you are focusing on teaching more than
I make sure that everything that is here, I check. If it's not done, I'll do it myself. I tell them this has to be done, or you didn't do this. If the vents are not with gas, sometimes I go and check. This is what happened. So I'll do it myself. If